season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Appalachian State's offense will start this game off. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Pulls it in. It's Dozier. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver.
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Mountaineers are on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield. It's Galloway. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. That's reeled in. It's Dozier. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Jacksonville State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Davis looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Big fella moving. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal. The State scores it.
And I tell you what, Reason, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14, Jacksonville State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Davis will throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, number 19.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Davis looking to pass. Punts it out of the air. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Just keep slinging it. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They go to the wide receiver screen.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. And he just chucks it into the 4th.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, that ball landed incomplete. You saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They'll run the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
You know,
and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Steps away. He'll throw it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. And the Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, App State!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Paul. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Jacksonville State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive line. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Davis will throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Lawson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. We got a timeout here late in the first. They'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The play action fake. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Thanks to grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Davis looking to pass. Rushes on him. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Boca Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off. hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The kick is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fights off a defender. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Davis will throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Going to the running game. Stopped behind the line of... Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Makes the grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. work with a first down in the final period. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man. It's Morrison. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lawson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got enough space. Touchdown, App State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, what a cut! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Glover. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick strike complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.